Dirty 30. Dirty 30.
Got a dirty 30 on me.
Dirty 30. Keep it dirty 30. Curry. Nigga call it dirty 30. Man, I got this dirty 30. Dirty 30. Working on me.
Drake.
With 30 30. Dirty 30. Got a dirty 30. Got a dirty 30. Got a dirty 30. Got a dirty 30.
Ooh, wee. Ladies and gentlemen, you have just clicked on the single greatest creation that the east side of Indianapolis has ever seen. In one day, the entire world. Welcome to the Dirty 30 Podcast. I'm your magnificent host who just got baptized Sunday, but still can't act right. A mi derecha tengo a mi amigo CK Chad Kelly. ¿Qué pasa, señor CK?
Bro, you gotta chill. Fucking feeling great. Sun's out, man. I got a lot of energy today. D-Man, how you feeling, bro?
I feel great as well. I feel amazing, as usual. Thank you for asking.
Hell of an intro, Buzz.
Hey, appreciate you guys. Yeah. You guys know I gotta start shit off right. And let's start shit off with the music side of things. 50/50 record label just dropped a list on Twitter that has been making splashes in the Twitter world. The list titled Top 50 Female Rappers of All Time. And a lot of people have been criticizing the list heavily.
Oh, shit.
Yep, including JT from the City Girls, who went on Twitter to say, quote, "We're the City Girls. I guess we sing. Could have at least put us at 50. Who's on the list, you ask? Let me go through the top 5. At number 1, we got none other than Miss Onika, Nicki Minaj.
You gonna call her by her real name?
Hey, that's my baby. At number 2, we got Lil' Kim. How could you go wrong with that? Number 3, Missy Elliott. Number 4, Queen Latifah. Number 5, Lauryn Hill. That top 5 there is probably, I would say, the only good part of the list, and some of those girls are interchangeable. Some other the notables include Cardi B at 10, Megan Thee Stallion at 15, MC Lyte 19, Doja Cat 21, Young Ma 26, Lizzo 31, and Fergie, that's right, Fergie at 38.
Fergie? She's not a rapper, bro.
And I feel like we all think of the same thing, right? One of you guys, what do you think of when you think of Fergie?
Fucking Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, definitely.
Both of you guys?
I'd say so.
I thought you guys were going to say the national anthem when she let's play some basketball. Yeah, when she got fucking trolled by the Golden State Warriors.
I remember when fucking Draymond and like Steph and all them were clowning and shit.
They like basically recreated it. But I want to ask you guys, so what do you guys think of the list as a whole? Is there anyone on the list who should be higher or lower than what
I
they're
have a
ranked?
problem with Lauryn Hill sitting at 5, bro. Lauryn Hill's number 1 to me. Like, she should be over Nicki. Nicki was hard. She sold a lot of records, but Lauryn Hill, in terms of conscious rap, spitting that knowledgeable shit, MC Lyte too as well. MC Lyte should be a lot higher too.
And that's what I told Dylan, bro. Right before he came over, I said, Dylan, you ever heard of MC Lyte? And he was like, no. And I was like, dude, a lot of old heads say MC Lyte was one of the most raw back then, and Lauryn Hill speaks for herself. But them two artists, they both have different flows than a lot of these other girls, though. But D-Man, what's your opinion?
I don't really listen to a lot of female rappers, to be honest. I can't really disagree with anybody in the top 5. I think all of them are pretty good.
Can you name me one song by Nicki Minaj?
Did you sing that Starship song?
We know how he knows that song, right, Chad?
Oh shit.
What about, you know any Lil' Kim songs?
No, honestly, I don't.
Missy Elliott?
No.
You don't know Get Your Freak On?
Lil' Kim,
I'm sure I've heard
Nicki
them.
Minaj are on like the same level to me. They spit that like nasty,
Raunchy,
and Meg Thee Stallion too.
Yep.
Or Lauryn Hill, bro.
She gives you food for the thought.
For example, Megan Thee Stallion. They take the lowest essence of our culture and give it the maximum exposure.
And it's very influencing on the women, young ladies of today too. Man. Dylan, Queen Latifah? No songs by Queen Latifah? I'm just playing.
I like her in Taxi. Too good.
Wasn't she the one in
Just Right with
Just Right? That was hard. But what's the Set It Off? Wasn't she in Set It Off?
Yeah, hell yeah.
She's like the badass in that shit.
Jada Pinkett.
MC Lyte. I'm just playing.
Nah.
Vivica,
bro.
Yeah.
She's the baddest on
Bad, boy. Damn. All these lists of names, who's your guys' personal favorite? Dylan, let's start with you. Who's your favorite of the whole list?
So I'm about to go ahead and say Young Ma. She's had a couple of songs that I've heard. I've been like, damn, she really can flow.
She has some hard freestyles too, I ain't gonna lie.
She almost reminds me of like a female Kevin Gates. I don't know why. Like can you see that?
See that? Yeah,
you can see that a female Gates. What about you though, CK? Who's your favorite of the list?
I already answered Lauryn Hill. The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Listen to that. Please.
Beautiful, beautiful. And she's still being sampled to this day.
And obviously the Fugees, the score.
Seems like a lot of modern female rap is talking about ass and titties, and boy, do these young folks eat that shit up.
Eat it up.
So what do you guys think of that kind of rap? Talking about it's like ass, titties, or coochie every other line. What are your guys' take on that?
My take is like it sells records. They give that maximum exposure.
Do you think that kind of rap is gonna last for a long time? Like,
I think it will. I think that's just where it's headed. You know what I mean?
okay, well, let me ask you this then. Do you think it's fair to compare that kind of rap with the Lauryn Hill and MC Lights?
Hell no, bro.
It's not fair to compare them?
Fuck no.
Two totally different types?
Yeah, it's two totally different styles of rap. One is degrading women, you know what I mean? And the other's uplifting. It's not even fucking close.
Okay, well, D-Man, what do you think?
I think that a lot of shit nowadays is over sexualized, like bad. Everything you see in the TV, it's all about sex.
Right.
I feel like that's a very sacred act that shouldn't be put in everybody's faces every day.
The raunchy music, you would think the men would like it because it's like nastier shit. Most men don't listen to that shit. It's really women that listen to the shit. Ain't no man driving that shit, bumping that shit. You know what I mean?
Hell no. And you know when you're at a club and you hear the Meg Thee Stallion joint come on, all the girls
Right.
running to the dance floor and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Females that like that shit. You know
Literally.
what I mean?
Just click on Twitter and just scroll through your feed. Like, you're bound to see like ass titties or somebody talking about some crazy ass shit. But we're going to switch gears here. We're going to move over to the NBA. They just announced the NBA MVP, Nikola Jokic. He entered elite company as he became the 15th player ever to win multiple MVPs. Other than assists, Jokic managed to improve upon his per-game averages in every major statistical category in the regular season. He finished with career highs in points, rebounds, blocks, and steals per game. He also made a career high 58.3% of his field goals. That's pretty impressive. And he made a career high 97 three-pointers throughout the year. Now, the race was a tight one. He barely squeezed past Sixers star Joel Embiid, who won the scoring title as a center, and defending NBA Finals champion Giannis Antetokounmpo, who led the Bucks to the highest seed of all three candidates. But Jokic had to play without Murray and Porter all year, which never gave them a realistic chance at a championship, but the Joker still managed to carry them to the playoffs. I think we have some things to say about what the NBA, the ruling the NBA just had. I got to ask you guys, what do you think? Did the NBA get this one right?
They got it wrong. They got this one wrong. Joel Embiid averaged 30 and 12, and they was the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference. Nikola Jokic averaged 27, 14, and 8. They was the 8th seed, and they're out of the playoffs. Joel Embiid's still playing, and we've seen how big of an impact. Like I don't know, bro. It's completely wrong to me. And Jokic won it last year. Like, what did Joel Embiid do to lose it? That's my question.
I see what you're saying. Dylan, what are you thinking over there, brother?
I kind of like the decision, honestly. We're going with Jokic. I do, because I think they were a 6th seed, Chad. I'm pretty sure they were a 6th seed because the Warriors.
6, yeah. You're right.
But I just think from what I see when I watch basketball, when I watch Jokic and Embiid is a physical like dominance in the paint, like in the post, like he can body anybody. When it comes to everything else, I feel like Jokic can do the same thing as Embiid, and then he's also a better passer on top of that, better facilitator. He gets everybody else involved more. And at the end of the day, it's going to be a team game. I do think that Joel Embiid had an amazing season, like, and it was neck and neck, but I don't think it's pretty hard to go against what Jokic did statistically.
I was kind of frustrated, bro. When I seen the news, I was like, damn, how did Embiid get robbed? But I seen Jokic also had the highest PER in the league, and that's like an important stat that they look at nowadays.
To add to the argument, too, Nikola Jokic played in more games than any of the candidates. He outplayed Embiid by like 8 games. He played 8 more games. I feel like that also, too, probably has something to do with it. But whenever Embiid is not on the floor, the Sixers just ain't the same, bro. They're not the same, are they?
That's definitely true. Embiid has a huge impact on like what they can do offensively. 100%.
I mean,
they're changing the standards, the MVP every year, I feel like.
So what do you think of the voting criteria for it?
It's different every year, you know what I mean?
They change it up every year?
It usually goes to the best player with the best record, but it's not like that at all. I feel like shit started changing when Russ won MVP with that triple-double year when they was like the 7th or 8th seed. Remember when Oklahoma City snuck into the playoffs? I don't know how I lost my breath. I think that's when the MVP criteria started changing. I could be wrong, though.
That year, particularly, what Russell was doing was so
had
incredible.
You had to give him
You had to give it
that
to
year.
him. You had to give it to him. So how would you grade it going forward? Like if you was the commissioner, or what would be most important to you for MVP voting?
Like how they used to grade it, bro. Number 1 record.
Best player on the number
and
1
best
record
player.
team.
Yeah.
Okay, D-Man, what about you? How would you grade it if you were in charge?
I think it should go to whoever has the biggest impact to the team, whether or not they're winning or losing. I mean, winning is definitely a big part of the game, especially getting to that championship, winning a championship. That's like what everybody's goal is. But I think if someone's having like a magnificent statistical season, if they're playing better than like like the guy that's leading the team with the best record. I think she should get it over the guy with the best team record, because at the end of the day, it's going to be the best team. Like, that's going to win it all. Like, the starting five and like the couple bench players that play their role, like, are they all going to come together as a team and win it?
Right.
And, like, that's the only way they will win, is doing that, like the Celtics kind of.
The Celtics will be out this fucking round.
We'll see.
They can't fuck with Giannis at all.
Man, Giannis is playing
Giannis,
bully
man,
ball with them, bro.
He might be one of the most dominant players ever, bro. You got Wilt, Shaq, and then Giannis.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Physical size, 100%.
Speaking of Shaq, though, man, Embiid, first center to get the scoring title since Shaq. That shit's crazy. That shit was crazy to me. But let's move forward here a little bit.
Yeah, Embiid got robbed, but yeah, let's go forward.
Okay. We had Mother's Day this past Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. We love you from the Dirty 30 Podcast. Juicy J fired off a series of tweets on Mother's Day about whether it's right or wrong to pay for your girl's bills. And he is all in favor for it, tweeting, "There is nothing wrong with paying a woman's bills. We gotta stop this bullshit." His next tweet said, "Man, y'all tripping. You motherfuckers go to the strip club, throw your weekly checks, then be talking about, I'm not paying no beat. Man, stop it." Of course, motherfuckers was quick to tweet at him on both sides of the argument. Some were saying that the only guys who have a problem with this are the bummy ones who don't got it like that. And others were saying, hell no! Pay your own damn bills, woman! I gotta ask you guys, what is your guys' take on this?
I don't think there's a problem with paying a woman's bills. In that eyes, the woman's thinking, okay, he's paying my bills. She's probably going to put something on the table. They should both have their own roles that they bring to the table. You know what I mean?
I agree.
It's a team.
Okay, what if you're paying your girl's bills and she's like lazy
She's
at
just
home? She's just
at the
sitting at
house,
home
just
and
sucking
shit.
up all the oxygen and
Couch
shit.
potato.
Then that's not okay at all.
What if you're like funding her like social media influencer dreams or something?
Damn, bro, you're like going into detail about it. You got
Okay.
something you need to tell me?
No. D-Man, what you got over there, brother? What do you think about what
I
Juicy J
think,
said?
yeah, there's no problem as long as she's bringing something to the table too. That's all that matters, because it is like a team effort.
I mean, let's go a little bit more into it. What is bringing it to the table? She got to be cooking. She got to be throwing ass.
Nah, like
Just helping out. You know what I mean? Like, say like we have a huge place where you have to maintain. Like, you know what I mean? Keeping everything clean and.
You living in a mansion now?
No, I mean, like, what if we have a nice farm and there's, you know what I mean? I need help with farm work. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I needed to help me plant some fucking fruits and vegetables outside. I expect her to help me if I'm paying for everything.
You needed to herd the cattle too?
Damn near.
Or on outside looking in, everybody has little mutual agreements that they do. You know what I mean? Like
Relationships.
What if a man's like, you can sit in the house all day, I pay your bills if you give me this and this or such and such. You know what I mean?
And you know what? There's plenty of guys out there who would love to pay girls' bills.
Definitely.
And there's plenty of women out there like, fuck that. I ain't letting a man pay my bills. I'm independent. You know what I mean? Like there's
Exactly.
a lot of women like that.
Yep, you got to pick your poison.
There ain't nothing wrong with either, honestly.
It really ain't. All right, you guys. So you know I like closing the show out with something light. I seen something pretty crazy in the news. Now I want you guys to listen for a second. We all know when you hear this shit, like something badass is bound to happen. So Metallica had a concert in Brazil, and a woman who bought tickets to the show was 39 weeks pregnant at the time, and she was sitting in a special area for the show when her contractions began during Metallica's set. With just 3 songs left to go, the plan was to take her to the hospital by ambulance, but there was, quote, no more time. The woman says her son was born, quote, right there in the stadium as the band's biggest hit, Enter Sandman, played. Man, that shit's fried. First and foremost, why are you going to a concert if you're fucking that pregnant? Secondly, it turned out to be an awesome fucking story. I mean, this is literally their best song ever. I would be honored to have a kid, my son, to this shit. She joked about naming the baby after a couple of the band members, but what would you guys name your child if they were born at a concert?
Shit, it depends on what fucking concert I'm at.
Let's say you're at a Wu-Tang concert. What are you naming your son?
I'm naming him fucking ODB. But I don't know, man. That's a good question. That's a
Okay,
good
I
question.
mean, that's D-Man then. D-Man, what are you naming your son if he's born at a concert?
Dude, I don't even go to concerts, man. But I guess it would depend on the concert I'm at. I guess if I went to Metallica, I have to name him like the Antichrist or some shit. Because like that shit would be crazy coming out of that shit right there. I couldn't lie.
This is it, Chad.
That was dark, Dylan.
See, this is shit right here, bro.
Oh, it's this song.
I know
this is
you know
fucking
this
Coach
shit.
Pageant shit.
Hey, shout out Coach Pageant, man. Even though you didn't know me, who I was at the zoo, I still love you. But that does it for us here at the Dirty 30 Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're also wondering what this beautiful sound is coming in your ears, that's none other than Copacetic. That is Copacetic with a K. Our boy David Morris supplying us with the beat. Shout out to you, Demo. Love you, brother.
Shout out David.
Shout out David, baby. But hey, I'm Buzzer Larkin.
I'm Chad Kelly.
And I'm D-Man.
And that's a wrap.
Rap.